Good morning. It is Friday, which is my favorite. Thank you, Jesus, for the day. Let's get into the video. Brennan and I, yesterday, we were making drawer boxes, and he got all of these 4-inch ones sanded down. I just need to double check those, the measurements, and those will be ready for clear coat. And now I'm working on the big 8-inch drawer boxes. I have one more to make. We forgot to make this one, so I need to make this one, but I'm going to get all of these sanded, double checked, and then I'll take all of these drawer boxes. There's 20 of them total for this kitchen remodel, the Egret White kitchen remodel. Set them over there by the oven, double check everything to make sure that this is the one I am missing. And once I know that information, I will dovetail this, drill my hole, cut out my notch, put it together, putty it, sand it, bring that over there, double check it, and then all the drawer boxes will be done. And then I think I'll move on to the shelving, 3/4 inch thick shelving. I have all the measurements for that. I just need to go through it, double check that, cut all those, edge band all those, and then Carl's been cutting on the CNC this morning. Is pretty much all the uppers cut out, so I may even start Craig jigging those, putting those together, kind of see where the day leads. Jacob and Brandon are like 2 hours away installing doors, so they're going to be gone the whole day until about 4, hopefully. So it's just Carl and I here working, but we're getting stuff done. That's how the dovetails are turning out. They look really, really good. I like the dovetails. Some people or other cabinet shops, they don't do the dovetails, they do the pocket screws, which is fine. I know it holds well, but I don't like it. Dovetails are kind of a pain to do. It's a lot of different steps. They're not hard, there's just a lot of different steps to them. But I think it's stronger, and I think it looks better, and it just kind of shows that you care. So that's why we do the dovetails on our maple here. Hard maple, super sturdy, super solid. So I'm going to keep using my 150 grit, get all these cleaned up, and get ready for clear coat, and then I'll move on to getting that done, and then probably start the shelving right over there on the saw stop. Carl has all of our cabinet uppers, at least for this kitchen remodel, organized by cabinet number, and now he's over there Craig jigging all of the pieces, making sure there's ample amount of Craig jig pocket holes, so that way the combination of the dados on our pieces right here, and the glue, the screws, and then the Craig jigs, everything will be fully supported, held together, squared up. I think there's like 10 maybe uppers in this kitchen. There's 23 total. There might be 10 or 12 uppers, so he's going to start Craig jigging those. He has them organized, so that way, once I'm done with these drawer boxes, making a little bit of progress, it's slow, but once I'm done with these and done with the shelves, we can start putting all those boys together. So we have 19 of the 20 dovetailed maple drawer boxes completed, fully measured, sanded, everything. Face frames are getting sprayed right now, Egret White. I'm coming over here, and I have one more drawer box. I need a dovetail, drill in the hole, cut out our notch, put together, and then sand, double check. Once this one's done, I can start on the shelving. I have my drawer box set up in the orientation. My first pin going right here, 8-inch material. My first tail is coming down here. I'm gonna set the tail roughly, get the pin fully set, and then I'll get my tail perfectly flush. I don't love that yet. There we go. I think I like that. Perfect. Let's set it up and let's dovetail. Perfect. First of the 4 corners are completed. Now I just need to do that here. I need to do it here. I need to do it here. And I can put this guy together, drill the hole, cut the notch, and just keep on cooking on this. That way I can get to the shelving. And if I get the shelving done today, I can start putting those together. Not sure if I'll get there. Shelving's not hard to cut out. It's just the edge banding that takes forever. So I'm going to keep cutting this, get this drawer box together, and go from there. So these are from the CNC from Mosaic, and there are shelf dimensions for our custom Egret White kitchen remodel. I have them all broken down here, telling me exactly how many I need. The reason why we're not cutting these on the CNC is this client went with 1/2 inch material, and our shelving needs to be 3/4 of an inch plus. So I'm just going to cut them by hand like usual. If they had gone with 3/4 inch material for the custom cabinets, we would have just had these cut on the CNC. A lot of times customers just go with a 1/2 inch because they can save a little bit of money there. It can hold the weight of the quartz perfectly. We do it all the time. We do it once or twice a week for the kitchen remodel for the 1/2 inch material. And most of the cabinets have skins, which adds another 1/4 of an inch, contact cemented. So the 1/2 inch material works perfectly, but for the shelving it does not. It needs to be 3/4 or 7/8 of an inch thick, otherwise it'll bow and warp. So this is the material we're using. UV clear coated both sides. Anything like this on the edges, getting rid of, or any scratches I see on the material, getting rid of, don't want that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start finding the best way to cut this to reduce material loss or scrap. And basically what I do to do that is I'm going to cut it in long strips, 10 3/8, maybe 2 of them, long ways. And then I'll start with the biggest shelf here, and then I'll just use what I have left over for the smaller pieces. And that typically works really well. I could also measure as I go and add and see what lengths work with the other lengths of the other shelving to maximize the material use. So that's my plan here. This is kind of the easy part, quite honestly, cutting these. You just have to make sure, what I like to do to make sure, this UV sometimes likes to chip up. So what I do is I keep my saw blade just tall enough to get through the material, and I go slow, and that always works out well. Part of the shelving that stinks is edge banding. That's the part I don't like. So it's just, you got to make sure it's perfect. Here's the last drawer box right here. It's all done, dovetailed up, perfect. We use unmatched maple, so there's definitely some variance in it, but I kind of like how that looks, quite honestly. With the clear coat, makes it pop, makes it look really good. It's all hard maple, all dovetailed, all glued, super sturdy. Here's how, those are the skin side panels right there. Those are getting sprayed. Some more of the face frames are getting sprayed in the spray booth, then they'll get sent through the oven. That's how they're looking right now. I need a few more coats on them, but they're looking amazing. I think these face frames over here, obviously it's all for the same order, the Egret White kitchen remodel. These are looking fantastic, and they're belting them out too. They're getting them done quick. So super smooth, super durable. The shoebox, let's shut this. Let's make sure there's nothing in here. This is an amazing tool. Helps with durability. It, like, once they're out of there, I think it's cured out like 96% with the thermal heat in there, so it's amazing. But that being said, start cutting all these. I think there's only 27, which isn't terrible. A lot of the uppers have 3 shelves, so that adds up quickly, but there's only 1 lower shelf because there's, well, 20 drawer boxes. So there's only 2 cabinets that do not have drawer boxes. The sink, and there's 1 lower cabinet that has 1 shelf. Besides that, they're all drawer stacks. So it's more work there, but it's less work here. It's kind of the trade-off. So, and the cabinets get sent with the drawer boxes in them. So when we get to the job site, we don't have to put the drawer boxes in. We do have to put the shelves, so it saves a little time there, but it adds more time when I'm edge banding. I don't know. Camera's in shambles. I don't know what's faster. We belted the drawer boxes out, so that was nice. I'm gonna belt these shelves out, hopefully. Yeah, I think the boys are doing well. They're in Iowa City, actually, so God bless them. But they're doing well, hanging doors for a kitchen remodel there. And then I'm just gonna keep cutting shelves, see how this goes. 2 strips of our 3/4 inch double UV plywood ripped down. And now it's 15 3/8 deep because these are 17-inch deep cabinets. They're for like appliances. Well, technically these ones aren't. These go above the cabinets that are for appliances, but they all need to plane out. So these have to be 17-inch deep cabinets. So that's why these shelves are thicker. So now I'm going to start with my 31 9/16. This is where I'm going to lower the blade a hair. And only goes bad, not bad. You got to be careful when you're going across the grain here. So for the rip cuts, wasn't really an issue. I'm going to go nice and slow. That blade's just peeking through. Which can be problematic at the end with a long piece. So even pressure. There we go. Okay. And yep, didn't snag anything. Love that. Now what I'm gonna do here, 31 and 9 at 15 and 3/8. Let me get my magic Sharpie here. Purple Sharpie. Let's see, what number is this? 13 and 9, 31 and 9. This is gonna be number 5. And that is the cabinet number. It all corresponds to each other. Now, I really should do these in bundles, but that one will go over there, they'll all go over there, and they'll get ready for edge banding. Nice and simple in theory. Should be able to get 3 pieces, I think, if I did the math correct, with little to no waste. So let's see. That's number 5, and this one should be number 5. See, it's gonna be close. Yep. Love that. Love that. Nice and slow. Got oofda. Heavy boys. Yep, now we'll label these. Number 5. Number 5, you can see that. Yep. Both sides looked correct and well and good and perfect. So those are number 5. We have 1 cabinet done. I forget how many cabinets need shelves, but there's 27 shelves. So we have 24 more shelves to cut here. And then we're gonna start edge banding over there. I have all 27 shelves cut. And the only scrap I had is this right here. A few little pieces out of 2 full sheets. So that's amazing. Now I need to start the fun process of edge banding. The iron out, all the edge banding stuff out. Start edge banding these tremendously thick shelves right here. Several pieces of our edge banding cut. Numbers on the back. So this is the front. All I'm gonna do is set this on there evenly. Iron it on really good. I'll clip the ends flush. Then I'll re-iron it just to make sure it's perfect. Then I'll come through with the cutter and I'll edge band, or I'll edge all of the edge banding. Kind of a slow process because you really don't want this to delam. You want to make sure it's on there great. I have the iron turned up pretty hot. Melt the glue. Make sure it all adheres perfectly. It's not a hard process, it's just a slow process. That's okay, it's a big step to get this done today too. I was hoping to get the drawer boxes done today, but we did. I was thinking that would take me all day, but we got a big start on it yesterday, which made me be able to get the drawer boxes finished earlier today. So I'll be able to get the shelving done today, and then that means tomorrow, which is Saturday, there, clip it flush. I'm going to start putting together as many cabinets as I possibly can. We have all the uppers cut right now. They're sitting over there by the Remodel. And the CNC still has to cut the lowers. The CNC just doesn't love the humidity, so we're just keeping it off right now. But I think Carl came in, I know he did, really early today, cut the uppers. I don't know if he's going to come in tomorrow or this weekend and cut the lowers, not sure, but we have the uppers cut, so I'll get those together. In worst case, I can start putting all of those face frames on tomorrow and start cutting the bottom panels, double checking the shelves on those, measuring the doors for those, just a whole bunch of stuff. I do have these 2 weird shelving cabinet things that I have to build, so we can also maybe even start that. If we have the material, I'm not sure. It's all going to be sprayed with the Egret White by Sherwin-Williams. I don't really want to use the UV 3/4 inch. I'm going to build it all out of 3/4, but I don't really want to use the UV. And I don't know if we have anything besides that. We might have to get that on Monday, which would be fine. There's no doors on it, it's just shelving. They're all angled. It's going to be kind of, I'm not really sure how I know how I'm going to build it, but I don't also exactly know how I'm going to build it, if that makes sense, until I start. So that one's done for right now until that glue dries. Basically, I'm going to edge band all of these. Then once they're all edge banded, I'll come through with this, trim everything, I'll lightly round it over, and then these guys will be done. But that's quite a bit a ways away. So I'm just gonna sit here and edge band or iron on, and then I'll start edging the edge banding. All of our shelving is now finally edge banded. Now I just need to take my cutter here, edge all of the edge banding, slightly round it over, and these shelves will be ready to go into our cabinets. The last step really is, once all the cabinets are built, face frames are on, we'll just test them, make sure the measurements fit. In theory they should, they usually do, but once in a while they don't. So we'll just test them, but for right now we're gonna edge them, sand them, set them right there where they go. And then once that's completed, we may start building cabinets, I don't know, we'll see what time it is. One shelf is done over there. I started edging this right here, and I'm just going to essentially buff it. A little sandpaper, round it over slightly. Don't want any sharp edges. Make sure it's nice and smooth. It makes it look better too. That way if the client slides their hand across it, there's no splinters or cuts. That cutter does a really good job though, but this just helps make it perfect. Sometimes there's a little almost glue squeeze out. Right here, there's just a little glue squeeze out that I'm trying to get off. So I'm just gonna sand that. Take it right off like that. Feel a little bit of that glue right here. I don't want to get it up top though and sand that, because obviously that's finished. So little frays are from the little bit of glue. So I'll just go like that. Feel it. Feels good. Feels how it should. Bring my cutter along here. Try not to rip into the UV, which sometimes it does, and that's not good. There we go. Okay, buff this side. Just sand it on an angle here, so obviously I don't get on the top. Gotta be careful here not to splinter it up. Put that in your hand. That's always the worst. Get down here with it. Sure it's nice, feels good so far. There we go. Yeah, you can tell, I don't know if you can see it, but like right there, there's just a little bit of that glue. Like, just adds a little thickness to it really, and I don't really like that, so I just want it off of there. Okay. Pick it up, look at it, feel it one last time. Feels and it looks good. Here we go, another one done. The two big boys. One's for a fridge that's 24 deep, this one's for a lower that's 24 deep. And the rest of them are a little shorter in length and definitely shorter in depth. These are for that that appliance garage situation. And then those 6, the rest of them are just normal uppers. So I'm gonna trim these, buff these, shelves will be done. Here's a look at 27 3/4 inch thick shelves, fully edge banded, fully completed. So we're just gonna double check them once we build the cabinets to make sure they fit. Let's go take a look at some Egret White face frames, beech wood, 3/4 inch thick, all completed. Here are the skin side panels. It's a primer coat. So I need about 3 more coats of the Egret White, and then they'll be done. Door boxes are done, trim's done right there. Just need sprayed and clear coated. I think I'm gonna end the video there. I'm gonna clean up, and then I might start putting together these uppers, but I'll be doing that tomorrow, especially if the CNC cuts the rest of the lowers. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. And also check our website out. Give us a like and a comment. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios.